Good morning. Today is the 25th of June 2020, 100 days of our MCO from 18th of March 2020. Now, what is life? A very interesting question that we always ask. I mean, if you're smart enough, then you'll be asking what is life, because you know where you're going, how you want to use this life, and who along the way you will meet, you want to meet. Of course, you cannot set it in a way unless you really plan your life, like you plan your marketing plan, or you plan your a trip, a journey. Then only you will have these entities inside. Life is something that you must live fully, enjoy it, because it's only borrowed. Whether you are living this world at the age of 80 or you're living this world at the age of younger age, every moment of it have to give you something which is meaningful to you. Don't create a meaning for other people, because your meaning and their meaning is always different most of the time, right? It's the intensity of looking at a color. If I say red, your red in your mindset and my red in my mindset is a totally different color. And then when you look at the screen of the red color that you want, again, is very much different from what you are wanting. So that's why colors is one thing that really educate me into understanding more about human. Understanding about human is not an easy task. I just want to understand it so that when I approach anyone, it's going to be easier on the opening. And the other thing that I am experimenting is how to be just me, and then let people approach me instead of I approach them, which is such a super cool way. Have you ever thought of it, that you are so good on your own, doing things that always is giving result, whether good result or bad result? Don't always look into just good result. Is consider result. Result means something that you have done and the outcome of it. So don't be disappointed if it does not meet your needs. It's like when you're baking a cake, in your mindset you say, okay, this cake I do like that. When you come out, it should be like, your model piece of cake. Sadly, sometimes it doesn't happen unless you do the 100 cakes on the same ingredients, same environment, or no, you cannot do that. You have to do something that is different. If you feel one time, what is that you done wrong? Maybe you beat the egg too long, or you let the egg settle too long, or in between the baking time you waited. This cake making, it might seems easy, but it takes a lot of attention to details, and it's also good for people to try baking, so that every mouthful of cake that you put into your beloved self, it will be very meaningful. This is what I call flavor of life. So whatever I like to eat now, I try to not try. I say I remove that word from my dictionary. I will make a point to learn how to do it. Of course, if it is a big very difficult task, then I really need to study it well. Like when I was doing pun choi that time, I did it once, so I know what it is. Obviously, it does not compare to the one that we have in the restaurant. Due to the sauces that I use, I do not use sugar, I do not use you got Ajinomoto flavoring. I use all authentic taste of its own. So the taste that come out, it will be very much different from what the restaurant is serving. That's why it's a restaurant where you go and have your palate satisfied. So back to me and you. So how do you satisfy yourself? How do you make that your day begin with something good and end with something good? It could be with a good coffee, it could be with a good meal, it could be with a good time for yourself. Have you done anything of that yet? Number two, do you find time to be silent? Just to be silent on your own. Don't say anything, don't do anything. Don't even Google touchphone or whatever. Keep at least 15 minutes of a day. Just sit quietly and let the feeling flow. You should try. It's very interesting. You should do it, not try. You should do it. Okay? I do it. It's really interesting because I am learning from a lot of video on how to motivate myself so that I can be a better person than what I am now, so that I can have more confidence on things that I do, so that I can see what problems people have and solve it within me, because whatever I saw in other people as a problem is actually my problem. This is why I learned about law of attraction. You only attract people who have the same problem with you, so you see it as a mirror. It's interesting, it's really interesting, and it's also very difficult to face it. Sometimes I ask myself, am I that bad? Then you will put into, then I will put into the experience that, oh, maybe in my previous life where karma came in. We believe karma is a previous life. Actually, according to one guru, karma is what you created, is not what you bring forward. So what you do now is the response of your, what you get now is the response of what you have done. So do good and you will have good. Do good. No matter what happens, do good is always the best. So now I also, whenever I want to get angry, I will think about the kind of toxin that is going to destroy some of my lovely cells in the body. Okay, every one of them should be smiling and laughing along your body. Imagine all these little bubbles. You call your gene, you call your body, you call whatever is inside. You know, it's inside. So imagine them smiling all the way, you know, happy all the way, dancing all the way. Then you will be a very happy person. Don't think that it's a crazy idea. Just give it a go, and then you will know what I mean, because I testing it also, and it feel good. Okay, then the third thing which I already mentioned is karma. Do the good thing, but more towards gratitude. Write a gratitude book. I've been doing it for the past, I think, 100 days or more than 100 days since my meditation class. So you write a gratitude book because it's always double. Your happiness double, because the brain only do double job. They don't do subtraction, they only do addition. So if you're happy, your feeling is double happy. If you're sick, then your feeling will be double sick. So that's why don't put pain into your body. Even if you have pain, you say, okay, I acknowledge it is a pain, and this is what I got to do to make it heal. Then your pain will slowly subside. You know, if you keep thinking it's painful, it's going to double up the sensation. Why torture yourself? Okay, so do a gratitude book. Even if you write, oh, I wake up this morning, it's so beautiful, I'm so blessed. Or you see the sun come out, you know, you are so glad the sun come out on time. If not, if the sun don't come out at all for 24 hours, millions of things will die. You can Google this because I also just learned about it. You should be grateful for able to breathe, that you have 10 fingers, you have 10 toes. No, even 11 fingers, 11 toes on each hand is okay. You know, because they have extra things. It's not any kind of problem. You only see a problem when you want to be insultive, or you want to better somebody, you want to win somebody. You only see it as an insulting thoughts which doesn't benefit you at all. So don't do things like that. And for those who have you know not problem, those who do not know where they are going, and you are not crazy, you are not I don't know how to use the word stupid, I will just say lazy to think, and then you are really lost, go and look for a mentor if you can afford one, or you go and look for a coach which is more into a concept of handheld which I'm doing. So you can also contact me, and so that we can talk. You know, feel free to contact me anytime, because we only have one life and we only have one moment. Make this moment worth it. Okay? Till I talk to you again. Take care. And by the way, today is 端午节, Chinese Dumpling Day. You know? So wishing you all 端午节. They say I cannot say cry lah because it's not a happy occasion. Just wish you 端午节. Okay? Take care. Bye bye.